Love after 60. If a man texts you these 3 words, he's crazy about you. Most older women don't realize it, but the messages you're ignoring could be the strongest signals of love you'll ever get. Instead of long paragraphs, men who are truly captivated by you send just 3 words. Words that reveal what they can't express out loud. These aren't the typical "I love you" or "I miss you." Those come later, once they feel safe. What I'm referring to are the 3 words that slip out when they're thinking about you in the quiet moments of their day. If you've been brushing these off as casual texts, you're missing the clearest indication that you're always on their mind. Men don't text just for the sake of filling silence. Every word carries meaning. Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Vernon again. Today, we're going to decode the 3 words men send when they're crazy about you and why they mean so much more than a friendly check-in. This is about understanding male communication psychology, the signs he loves you through text, and the emotional attraction triggers that make mature men reveal their hearts. Before we dive in, if you're ready to understand men's emotions and decode the hidden messages in his texts, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. This channel is for women after 60, seeking deeper insights into love, dating, and building genuine emotional connections. Make sure you never miss another sign. Now let's dive deeper into why those short, 3-word texts actually carry more weight than the long paragraphs you might be waiting for. It's time to understand how these brief messages hold the key to his heart. 1. Thinking of you. Most women think emotional depth requires paragraphs, that if he really cared, he'd write more. But that's where you're misunderstanding male communication psychology. For men, especially mature men after 60, the simplicity of 3 words says it all. Thinking about you. That's it. No fluff, no explanation, just raw, unfiltered truth. Here's what's happening psychologically. Men don't process emotions through language the way women do. They feel deeply, but they express economically. A long text feels performative to them, like they're trying too hard or losing control. But a short, direct message? That feels honest. That feels like him reaching through the screen and saying, "You're on my mind, and I need you to know." When he sends those 3 words, he's not being lazy. He's being vulnerable. He's opening a door just wide enough for you to see inside without fully exposing himself. And in that restraint, in that careful balance between revealing and protecting, that's where his true feelings live. I once had a conversation with my cousin Elena, who was dating a man in his late 60s. She kept saying how frustrated she was because he never sent her long, romantic texts like her ex used to. He just says, "Thinking of you," and that's it, she'd tell me. I had to remind her, "Elena, that is the romance. He's not some teenager writing poetry to impress you. He's a grown man letting you know you're on his mind when he could be thinking about 100 other things. That's everything." A month later, she told me she finally understood. His texts weren't short because he didn't care. They were short because he cared so much that saying more felt too exposed, too risky. And once she stopped demanding more words, she started feeling his presence in the silence between them. The writer Ernest Hemingway once said, "The most essential gift for a good writer is a built-in, shock-proof crap detector." The same is true in dating after 60. Stop looking for flowery language. Start detecting the truth beneath the brevity. Ernest Hemingway. Tell me, have you ever received a short text that made you feel more than a long paragraph ever could? Drop a comment and share what those 3 words meant to you. But why 3 words? Why is this small phrase so significant for men? The answer lies in a psychological need for emotional safety. 2. When he can't control himself. Men send these 3 words when something inside them demands connection. They're not sitting there strategizing when to text. They're not following some dating advice rule book about waiting 3 days or playing it cool. No, these texts come from a place deeper than logic, from the subconscious pull that says, I need to reach out. I need her to know she's on my mind. This is one of the most powerful signs of genuine interest in modern dating tips for women. When a man texts, thinking about you, unprompted, it's because at that exact moment, he can't help but think of you. It's spontaneous, unplanned, and that's what makes it meaningful. Think about it. Men after 60 aren't impulsive texters. They're not scrolling through their contacts looking for entertainment. If he's reaching out in the middle of his afternoon, between meetings, or while he's having his coffee, it's because you interrupted his thoughts. You broke through whatever else was happening in his day, and he felt compelled to let you know. Carl Jung said it perfectly. The meeting of 2 personalities is like the contact of 2 chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. When a man can't stop thinking about you, that transformation has already begun. Carl Jung and I had a friend, an old college buddy named Thomas, who once told me about the woman he eventually married. He said, Vernon, I'd be in the middle of a work project, completely focused, and suddenly I'd just stop. I'd think about her smile, her laugh, the way she said my name, and before I knew it, I'd already sent her a text, thinking about you. I couldn't help it. She'd taken up residence in my mind, and I needed her to know. That's the psychology of texting behavior in mature men. It's not calculated, it's instinctive. And when you receive that text, you're not just getting a message, you're getting a confession. And yet, even in these emotional moments, men still fear vulnerability. That's why this text is so powerful. It's his way of taking the emotional risk. 3. I care. From the time they were boys, men have been taught to hide their emotions. Society told them, don't cry, don't be soft, don't expose your heart. Vulnerability became synonymous with weakness. So even when a man is crazy about you, even when his feelings are overwhelming, he still guards himself. He still protects the most tender parts of his soul. That's why even the simplest texts carry so much weight. The 3 words, thinking about you, are a bridge away for him to share his feelings without fully exposing his vulnerability. He's showing interest, but keeping his guard up. He's saying, I care, without saying, I'm terrified of how much I care. This is especially true in relationships after 60. By this age, men have been hurt, they've loved and lost. They've learned that opening up can lead to pain. So when he sends you those 3 words, he's making a choice, a conscious, courageous choice, to risk being seen. Many men find themselves wrestling with vulnerability, debating whether to send that text. The hesitation is real. What if they're moving too fast? What if they expose themselves only to be rejected? But when they finally send those 3 words, it's a choice to be seen, to show that despite the fear, they're ready to open up and let you in. That's the power of understanding male emotions. When you recognize the courage behind those 3 words, you stop taking them for granted. You start seeing them for what they are, an invitation into his heart. If this is resonating with you, share this video with your friends or in your groups. Help other women understand the psychology behind how men express love through text and how to recognize the signs of genuine emotional investment. But even short messages come with emotional risk. What's fascinating is the next phase, how men react when they sense emotional safety. 4. Emotional safety fuels honest communication. A man will only reach out with these texts if he feels safe. If he senses that his emotional openness won't be rejected, mocked, or ignored, those three-word texts become more frequent. They evolve. They deepen. But if he sends "thinking about you," and your response is cold, dismissive, or overly analytical, he shuts down. The door closes, and you might never get another glimpse inside. Emotional safety means that when he texts you, you respond with warmth and curiosity, not pressure or criticism. You don't demand more. You don't say, "That's all you have to say?" You don't punish him for being brief. Instead, you meet his vulnerability with gratitude. You say, "That made my day," or "I've been thinking about you too." Simple, honest, safe. This is the foundation of emotional attraction triggers in mature relationships. When a man feels safe to be himself, to express his feelings at his own pace, in his own way, he starts to open up naturally. The three-word texts turn into longer conversations. The "thinking about you" becomes "I miss you." And eventually, when he's ready, it becomes "I love you." Men often communicate through small gestures, especially as they get older, because it's their way of testing the emotional waters. When their partner responds with warmth and without judgment, it encourages more openness and vulnerability. The relationship shifts, and the text exchanges evolve into deeper, more intimate expressions of affection. She started responding with more warmth, more appreciation, and within weeks, his texts became longer, more open, more emotionally vulnerable. Not because she demanded it, but because she created the space for it to happen naturally. The poet Maya Angelou said, "There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you." When you create emotional safety, you give him permission to tell that story, one text at a time. Maya Angelou, save this video so you can come back to it whenever you need a reminder about the power of emotional safety, patience, and understanding in relationships after 60. Because when emotional safety is established, the real connection begins to flourish. 5. I miss you. When a man texts, "I miss you," it's not just politeness. It's a confession. Men don't miss people casually. They don't throw those words around for fun. To admit "I miss you" is to admit emotional dependence, and that's a profound vulnerability for them. It's him saying, "My life feels incomplete when you're not in it. I've tried to distract myself, but I keep coming back to the thought of you." This is one of the clearest signs he loves you through text. Because "I miss you" means you've moved from being someone he enjoys to someone he needs. You've gone from pleasant company to essential presence. And for a man after 60, someone who values independence, who's built a life on his own terms, admitting he misses someone is a seismic emotional shift. I think of John, a close friend of mine, actually, who told me he never said "I miss you" to anyone until he met his current partner. "I always thought missing someone made you weak," he said, "like you couldn't be happy on your own. But with her, I realized missing her didn't make me weaker, it made me more alive. It made me realize how much richer my life was when she was in it." That's the beauty of mature love. It's not about needing someone to complete you. It's about recognizing that life is simply better when they're near. And when a man can admit that, when he can text you "I miss you" in the middle of his day, he's giving you his heart. The philosopher Blaise Pascal once wrote, "The heart has its reasons, which reason knows nothing of." When he says he misses you, don't analyze it. Don't question it. Just feel it. Because that's his heart speaking directly to yours. Blaise Pascal. Because when he admits missing you, he's telling you that you matter to him more than anyone else. Until now, you've just uncovered the hidden emotional language behind 3 simple phrases. These aren't throwaway texts. They're emotional declarations, full of vulnerability and significance. When a man sends these messages, He's revealing a part of his heart he rarely lets others see. It's not the words themselves that matter, it's the filial behind them. It's the courage it took to hit send. It's the risk he's taking by letting you into his inner world, even just a little. This is the essence of relationship psychology for women after 60. It's about recognizing that love doesn't always announce itself with grand gestures or poetic declarations. Sometimes, love whispers. Sometimes, it arrives in 3 words at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. And if you're paying attention, if you've learned to decode his messages and understand the psychology behind them, you'll never miss those moments again. If a man texts you these 3 words, he's crazy about you. Real love isn't spoken in grand gestures. It's felt in the quiet moments between words. It's found in the texts he didn't have to send, but couldn't stop himself from sending. It's written in the space between thinking about you and the smile on your face when you read it. So tell me, which of these 3 phrases have you received? How did it make you feel? Drop a comment and share your story. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more insights on understanding men's emotions, decoding his texts, and building deeper connections after 60. Explore the channel for more wisdom on love, attraction, psychology, and dating advice for women navigating relationships with confidence and clarity. And I'm Vernon. Thanks for watching till now, and see you in my next video.